These are 20 times refs ruined the NHL. And at number 20, the ref was giving out free points.
Oh, no! Deflection of the net! And the referee is a corner. He's down injured and it went in.
They had to call that one back. The Jets weren't so lucky, because at number 19, Nathan Beaulieu ran into a brick wall.
And it's stolen near Helm. Right in! Greg Dvorsky couldn't get out of the way there. The linesman, part of the game, it happens.
But at number 18, this official was throwing hands.
Jamie, he's making a call.
Sometimes the refs just lose their vision, because at number 17, Matt Duchene was offside in a different time zone.
And a Bison, Duchene takes it, he's in, he shoots, he's gone! What a play! Now Nashville is screaming that this should not count. Does it, Peter?
Michael, that it was so far offside, it's unbelievable. I mean, when you see it, everybody in the building stops.
But somehow, the ref ruined the game even worse. Because at number 16, Carey Price gave up a goal after the most obvious goalie interference ever.
Went in, that score! Another goaltender interference call.
See, there's Nash at center ice, and as he chips it through Yemlin, Yemlin stays on the body and ignored the puck. Nash throws this into the net, but his skate catches the pad of Carey Price.
After reviewing the play, there was no goaltender interference on the play, therefore we have a goal.
For number 15, the Zebras were blind, because Joel Eriksson Ek was penalized after getting assaulted.
Robertson on Eriksson Ek caught a stick up high, and a penalty coming. Ben looks like he may have gotten hit as well. Both sides checking for blood.
Minnesota number 14 has a minor penalty for an illegal check to the head. 14 for Dallas has a minor penalty for high sticking. Teams will play 4-on-4.
Who knows what the Stripes were seeing out there? But look, for number 13, the ref abused his power. Because Tim Peel didn't just mess up the game. He questioned the integrity of every whistleblower in the league.
Great chance. Great chance. Saros makes the save on the other side.
It wasn't much, but I wanted to get a penalty against Nashville early.
Dude was rigging the match, so he was fired immediately. And when he got called out, he didn't even deny it.
I'm thinking it was a bad call, but I wanted to get one early against Nashville in case we didn't have an opportunity to get a penalty against them the rest of the game. And I was embarrassed by the call, and my verbiage just came out wrong. And so the game ends, and we go nobody says anything. Nashville wins the game.
But Tim Peel is known for clowning around, because for number 12, he laid Ryan Warsofsky out cold.
Jordan Stahl, the official goes down, Tim Peel, and then he upends David Warsofsky. That's very unfortunate.
That hit had Warsofsky out for 8 weeks. But at number 11, the Predators had their Stanley Cup chances stolen. Look, during the 2017 playoffs, the Predators trailed 3-2 in the series, so they needed every point they could get. And after the puck squeezed by the goalie, an early whistle detonated their season.
Puck stays in. Forsberg with a shot. Murray's got it. No, he doesn't, but the whistle is gone. The puck came loose, was poked in the net, but even in this building, you could hear the whistle went when the puck was outside of the crease.
But look, we're entering the top 10, so we're taking things to a whole new level. And first, the Islanders and Panthers were battling it in the first round of the playoffs, when the refs missed the most obvious call.
Here's Trocheck now. There's the shot block. Puck is loose.
2 Panthers hit the ice. Still no call. So the Islanders snatched the puck and buried Florida's season.
In the final minute, gains the zone. Everybody on their feet. Centers it on his front. Loop puck. Big stop by the Islanders. Score!
Panther fans still lose sleep over that one. But at least it wasn't in a Stanley Cup final. Because next up for number 9, one call altered the 2019 finals. See, in Game 5, Noel Acciari was tripped blatantly, which flipped the series on its head.
There's Bozak and clicking down to the ice and shaking up on the play. Slow to get up is Acciari. Meanwhile, it is Perron trying to beat one in front. They score!
One call and the Blues took the series to Game 7 to raise the Stanley Cup trophy. But look, for number 8, a series of overturned calls started a riot. See, it all started with a goalie interference that was highly questionable.
Second follow the shot. Scores!
The initial call right away is Bastian, who was battling in front of the net on Murray, had contact. And this was an immediate call from Justin Kea. They're having a good conversation.
After video review, the call on the ice is confirmed. We have a good goal. Or no play.
Hey, that could have gone either way, but this next one was a lot more clear. See, the goalie accidentally got rocked outside of the crease and blew the roof off.
High off the glass mat, Murray kept in, scores! And this one will be wiped out too, as Murray got knocked
why he was well out of the net.
That's 2 goals wiped off the board, so New Jersey was fuming. And on the next goal, even though the ref called the right kicking penalty, the fans had enough.
The first bit of debris was a hat, but now it's just getting out of control here. And even Lindy Ruff is trying to quell the masses. We're going to have a lengthy delay.
Beer cans, food, whatever they could find, it got launched onto the ice. But at number 7, the stakes were even higher, because it was the 2019 Western Conference Finals between the Sharks and Blues. OT, next goal wins. And San Jose literally handed themselves the game-winning goal.
Make it through. Now Nyquist drops it off. Score! Erik Karlsson wins it for the Sharks.
Is close, and there's Meyer with his right hand. Puts it across.
Luckily, St. Louis didn't let the heartbreak get to them and dominated the rest of the series. But at number 6, the refs botched an inspiring effort. See, the Vancouver Canucks were trying to avoid getting swept in the 2013 playoffs when the last bit of momentum they had was crushed. Now, the game was tied 3-3 in overtime when Daniel Sedin hit Tommy Wingels. Out of nowhere came a whistle that made no sense.
Oh, he's shaken up. Wow. Daniel Sedin's going off.
The softest overtime penalty calls in playoff history. But at number 5, we had one of the most gut-wrenching moments ever. See, it was Game 7 between the Red Wings and Blackhawks, and Chicago scored a goal that ended the series.
Shaw holding, down it back to Chalmers, and score!
The United Center exploded. Players were celebrating until the refs came in and killed the vibe.
Well, there's the wrestle match. Watch the right part of your screen. Stephen Walkham right there. That's the call. Great pickup by our crew.
See, a scuffle broke out just seconds before the puck went into the back of the net, but it had nothing to do with the entire play. That ref is really lucky Chicago clutched it in OT. But at number 4, they robbed the Flames of a Stanley Cup. See, in Game 6 of the finals, the Flames just needed one win to take a sip from the cup. And with just under 7 minutes left in the third, Martin Gelinas was about to make history as the puck inched past the goal line.
One man. The break is about to come in. Loose puck. It was kicked toward the net. Hobby Bullet somehow made the save. I'm not sure that would have counted. It certainly would have been reviewed.
But hold on. The refs? They missed it. No whistle, no review, no goal. And play continued like nothing ever happened. Instead of hoisting the cup that night, the Flames watched in horror as Tampa Bay forced overtime and won the game. And to add insult to robbery, the Lightning took Game 7 and stole the Stanley Cup right out of Calgary's hands. Now for number 3, what if I told you that one missed call led to one of the most iconic moments in NHL history? See, in Game 6 of the 1993 Campbell Conference, with the series 3-2 in favor of Toronto over the Kings, the great one Wayne Gretzky took a shot, then deliberately clipped Leafs captain Doug Gilmour in the face.
The shot, that's blocked, and it hurt Gilmour. He stopped the shot, it hurt him, he fell, and the play was called.
He drew blood, a clear high-sticking infraction that under 1993 rules warranted a 5-minute major penalty and a game misconduct. However, referee Kerry Fraser didn't see the incident, and after consulting with his linesman, chose not to call the penalty. Moments later, Gretzky remained on the ice and high-stepped his way to Game 7. This controversial non-call has been a topic of debate for decades.
What was the response of Kerry Fraser and his crew to the non-call on Gretzky's clip of Doug Gilmour?
Just so that the people are aware, in our end of the business, we say to our guys, we don't want marginal penalties, we don't want fouls unless you're certain. This particular case, there was 2 or 3 elements come into play. Was it a follow-through? Was the puck bouncing? Elements of doubt, and when they're not 100% certain, it's pretty tough to put anybody in any penalty box and not be sure. And then if we took that and we flipped it in reverse, and just to say had the officials called it, we're all experts, we play back the tape, myself included. Look at the tape and say the puck did it, and not to be right and not to be sure. So our message to our people is, if you're absolutely certain it's a penalty, it's a stick-related foul, put the guy in the box.
But at number 2, one call changed the entire NHL, because it was Game 6 of the 1999 Stanley Cup Final. The Dallas Stars and Buffalo Sabres were in triple overtime, with the next goal deciding everything. And then Brent Hull buried the dagger.
By Hull, shot, Yaron, Hull, loose puck, Hull, shot, score, the Dallas Stars, Brent Hull, they've won the Stanley Cup, deep in the heart of Texas.
The Stars went crazy, the confetti fell, and the Stanley Cup was theirs. There was one problem. It shouldn't have even counted. See, back in '99, the NHL had a strict crease rule. If a player's skate was in the blue paint before the puck, no goal. And if you freeze the moment Hull scores, his skate is clearly in the crease. Sabre fans lost their minds. The rule had been enforced all season. Now it seemed like they just wanted the whole thing to end. But for the number 1 spot on our list, we have the most hated ref in NHL history. See, Stéphane Auger had a history history of holding grudges and making calls purely off of emotion. I mean, this guy was hated so much, the crowd cheered when he was injured.
They get it back to Yager, takes a heavy hit from McDonald, and the referee ends up getting the worst of it. Stefan Auger goes down in a heat.
Oh, he got it real good right to my right.
Just imagine the ref having that kind of reputation. But he took his issues out with Andrew Burroughs in the game. See, before Auger reffed the Canucks game, he claimed Alex Burroughs dragged his name in the dirt. And before the game started, Auger skated up to him and straight up warned him that he was going to make his life a living hell that night. But Burroughs wasn't going to let this dude ruin his groove and knocked 2 through the net. Now, Burroughs was shining, but Auger wasn't going to let him off the hook. So he hit Burroughs with penalties that had nothing to do with the play.
Here's an interference call.
Burroughs?
Yes, right on the face-off. And now we'll have 4-on-4 hockey.
Now, the first 2 penalties were controversial. The last one had everyone thinking something was up.
Burroughs takes on 2 Predators. Hamhuis shovels the puck forward, but it's held in by Salo. Now Burroughs pulled down by Hamhuis. No call. And there is a call. Burroughs is going to get the penalty for retaliating. He was dumped by Hamhuis, and he angrily goes to the box.
Auger officially took control of the game. And just when he thought the Canucks had the game in the bag, Nashville had a power play that changed the game. And after the final horn, Burroughs did not hold back.
Making calls like that are making us look bad, and every 2 points are so important in this league. We just blew 2 points because of his officiating tonight. When Smithson hit me from sideways and said, I saw the replay, you got your head up, you weren't really hurt. And you made me look bad, so I'm going to get you back tonight. And he did, and he cost us 2 points.
He wasn't letting anything slide. While Burroughs got slapped with a $2,500 fine, Auger quietly disappeared from officiating a year later.